Welcome in. I'll be starting here soon. Just setting up some comfy stuff because I am sleepy. Sometimes naps, they either energize you or they make you more sleepy, and it was the latter for me. It made me more sleepy. So we'll be starting here soon. Alrighty, welcome on in, everybody. Welcome in. CRU Entertainment, congrats on being the first. Honeybun second, and Josiah third. Welcome on in, everybody. Hello, darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah, so I am sleepy. I am sleepy today. I think it was like a 3-hour nap in. Too long. So today I'm wearing my it's a Comic-Con happy or a kimono or something. So that's why it says this is like what, like Comic-Con or like staff or whatever in Japanese. And this one actually says staff on it, with some nice artwork in the back. But I tried to look for my Tokyo Ghoul one, and I still cannot find it anywhere. I'm trying to look for it before the next convention, so, because I would like to wear that again. It's got a cool like centipede on it and whatever. After the show, CRU, I gotta exhaust myself. So, but I had some coffee. I had my coffee earlier, and I had made these Japanese egg salad sandwiches, and so you gotta like cut the crusts off of them. Thank you, honey bun. Here, I'll show you guys the back of it. Got one character, and then on the back here, let me just move this. So this is from, I think it was a year ago. Because the other one is from February, so. And then I had made these. I have a matching necklace that I made with it. So you got like the moon and the star thingy. I forgot to put it on earlier. I like to have some matching attire. So, but yes, I will eventually get some more rest in about 3.5 hours. So give or take. Some time to eat some late dinner. But yeah. So today's artwork is going to be sleep related. I don't know what I'm going to be drawing, but it is going to be sleepy mood. Oh, wonderful, CRU. Yes, we are going to make artwork today. We're going to be creative. We're going to be productive. We're gonna gain some momentum in our creative processes. So speaking of dreams, honey bun, I had a really strange dream during my nap. So ma'am is sitting over here next to me, and in this dream, I went out into my backyard, and there were like 20 or 30 other black cats that I was trying to constantly get out of the backyard, and then they started to move inside of the house here. And so I'm just like, get out. I'm chasing them around with like a broom and stuff. I'm like, get out of here. So, oh my goodness. Strange dream. I don't really know if it means anything. Sometimes the brain kind of just throws random ideas and concepts together because it doesn't know what to do with them. So I think that was one of them. I'm just like, I don't know what this means. Our brain is AI. Oh my gosh. That's the beginnings of a very Matrix-like future. So I'm putting some chapstick on because I think my lips are a little dry. Nice mint chapstick. I don't know what it is about like mint things, but I very much enjoy mint flavored things. Mint ice cream, mint chapstick, mint essential oil. So I have a bunch of stuff like that. I had a strange dream too. What was your dream about, Siriu? Doing 2 drawings right now and I'm tired as well. Oh my goodness, that is a mood, Josiah. I was doing some touch-ups on Wolf's headshots for his voice acting website. So okay, let's move over to the living room. Let's head on over there as I point to my window. The window is open, so if you guys hear any background noise, that's why, because I want some airflow. And then to prevent any background noise from across the hall, I have the door shut, so if ma'am at any point is like meowing for me to let her out, I will do that. So, but she was asleep in the saucer chair earlier and now she's over here. So had a freaky dream last night and I'm going further with that one, but yeah, the dream had me questioning. Oh my goodness. It was one of those dreams. Oh goodness. It's something for you in my community. Okay, wonderful. Let's check that out really quick so you can get my live reaction. Oh, nice. I'm assuming it's the recent post from 5 hours ago. Looking good. I'm glad that you were able to use the logo in its transparent background state of it. So that's the nice thing about having like a transparent background on something, is that you can slap it on whatever you want to slap it on. So, and having it like be like a big enough file, you know, if you wanted to make a billboard, it's big enough for a billboard. So, but yeah, I'm glad that you're gonna be keeping it. So. Let me drop a comment on it. Okay, sweet. Okay, so we've got this nice gray-blue canvas here because, again, it's a sleepy mood kind of artwork today. Let me go over here. Some Benadryl earlier tonight. I've been trying to sleep off as much as possible, but it's still in my system a bit. Ah, gotcha. Let me know if you end up seeing the Hat Man. I watched a video on this like Benadryl iceberg thing, and I was just like, this goes so much deeper than I thought. So, apparently there's a lot of people that after taking Benadryl, they've seen the Hat Man and other like hallucinations and stuff. So even on like the recommended dosage, they have really strange dreams. So I have stream, but I'll be drawing with you. Okay, awesome. CRU. It's kind of what I assume when people go into like lurk mode or AFK, is that they're listening in the background or doing something. The hands are busy. So That's how I am in other people's live streams, and I'm just lurking. I'm just listening, I'm just watching. Because my hands are over here on the tablet, so. Benadryl pills. I did not see the Hat Man, but I did see Michael Jackson in my dreams, even though I wasn't thinking about it. Ma'am, what are you doing over there? Oh, she's constantly trying to get into this closet. But yes, even in your dreams, unintentionally, Michael is always following you. He's going, hee hee. Hello, Angel Eyes. I said hello. Hello, Angel Eyes. YouTube Angela keeps me up. And really will may cause excitability in children. You've got that young soul. Ma'am! Oh, eventually she will figure out that she's not going to be able to get into the closet. I have a trash can in front of that because of you. No matter what you do, you will not be able to open it up. She'll give up eventually. Okay, let's see here. I do have a time lapse running on this, just in case I want to do something with it. Yeah, you're gonna realize that you can't open it eventually. She's still trying. Oh my goodness. Honey Bun, that song, it gives a different meaning after a while in life. Ma'am! Come on. Come on. Give it up. Give up the closet pursuit. There you go. Okay, yeah, now she wants to leave. She's all butthurt. She's like, oh, I can't get into this closet. I don't want to be here anymore. Okay, give me 1 second. Come on. Come here. There you go. She's like, I request to leave. I request to leave. Alrighty. Hello, Prime CR7. I think I know who you are. It's hard to tell sometimes with the different names. But welcome on back. Optimus Prime. Oh my goodness. Old soul that's old as dirt. Oh my gosh. You're already halfway in the grave. Yes, I am. Already halfway down. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. You know, it has been a long time since I drew my my old pony Sona, so I think I'll because she's sleepy. She's sleeping right over there. I think I will do that. Let's see. Let's set up a nice. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna put a little background on it. Little Euphie, little background. Lil Potate's channel. That's based on this overlay here. So we're gonna I'm gonna make sure that I have this zoomed out as much as I can for now. Turn off my stabilizer. Hair needs a pillow. So I'm actually going to use my overlay as a as a reference point. Change my name now, so my purple account is gone. Oh, okay. That's what I figured. I was all like, why does this is very familiar to Purple Ronaldo. But all right. Sucks that the purple account is gone. Did it get hacked? Is that what you said happened with it? Indeed, yes. That account has been laid to rest, honey bun. Try to get it back, but I failed. Oh, gosh. So it is truly gone forever. You know, I received an email from Google about one of my accounts. Because I haven't used this account in like 5 years. I haven't logged into it in like 5 years. And they said like, hey, you know, we're going to end up, you know, deleting this account if you know, don't log into it soon. I'm just all like, I don't even remember the password for it. And there's no recovery email on it either. So I'm just kind of like, whatever. You can have it. You can have it. I don't need this. So the hackers has my purple account. Oh gosh. Well, I hope that they don't end up using it for like nefarious stuff or like, you know, anything like that. It's weird actually because when Wolf and I were on our honeymoon, I didn't remember that I had an Apple ID account or an Apple account because like I don't have any Mac products. I don't have an iPod or like an iPhone or, you know, an anything. But my email address was associated with, you know, with an Apple ID account. And I got an email like the very last day of our honeymoon cruise that an unknown device had logged into it and then changed all the passwords, like changed the language to like Chinese. So I was able to, like through the email, I was able to lock the account, but that was like, I don't have any Apple products. So, you know, it's really no skin off of my back, but it's still kind of just like, but why do? You know? So, 3 YouTube accounts and they have not been hacked so far. Ah, good, Usaya, good. And it should remain that way. It should remain that way. I think having like a very unique and an individualistic password probably helps a lot in that. So even though it's hard to remember them sometimes when there's like a variation. Because I have not hacked my streamers that I do watch. Well, it's hard to like figure out who they're gonna go after, so you know, until it happens. Let's see. I'm trying to see where her foot's at. Changing the names and profile pics constantly. I guess the hackers can't keep up. Oh my gosh. That's one way to beat him, Usaina. Just confuse the heck out of him. So if you see me looking up at all, I'm looking at the pony that's right here. A little scratch. Yeah, the hackers are wondering, like, is this the same person? I can't tell. Maybe I won't have another leg over here, otherwise it's gonna require some different anatomy. She went out of the square and tossed the chibis into the fireplace. Sometimes it looks like that when the bomb goes off and like one of them goes flying, or like an attack. One of them just goes flying into the fireplace. Yep, the purple Ronaldo account will be forever in our hearts, always in our minds. If they had a Mario Kart animation where they break the screen, oh my gosh, that would be fun, wouldn't it, honeyone? There's some like there's a boss battle mini game for the stream avatars down there, but I don't know how to set it up. So there's a bunch of different additions that you can add to stream avatars that I haven't looked into yet. So, but yeah, maybe we'll get there. I was trying to figure out the whole block thing, because you can add different backgrounds and blocks to it. And I'm just like, I need to watch like a full tutorial video on how to set that up. So. My brain's starting to go into like convention mode, because it's next month, and I've already started doing a bunch of supply packing. So not as much as last time, because I kind of packed too much last time. So but I'm still bringing like the individual instant mashed potatoes, miso soups. I'm bringing a water filter this time, nice little charcoal water filter, so that each hotel that we stop at, because we go from here in Oregon all the way to Alabama. So there's, a whole bunch of different places that we stop at for the night. And sometimes the water does not taste good. So, hello, Jimmy Johnson. Welcome on back. Good to see you. Good to see. We'll send them people on over. I did see that we flew through the 670 subscriber area of that. We're already in like 683. Is that what that says up there? So thank you very much, everybody, for subscribing and helping out the channel. Once I hit 800 subscribers, I do an entire milestone illustration where I gather up a bunch of people's requests and suggestions. I know, right, honey bun? I'm just like, oh my gosh, we're just flying through those. So So yes, eventually we'll get to 700 and then 800, and I'll make an entire really nice illustration with everybody's suggestions and requests in it. So this last one I did, it was space themed. So there's a lot of different space motifs in there. And the one before that was a lakeside one. So again, I am doing a time-lapse recording of this one. So this one, even though it's not in the, where's my phone at? It's not in like this kind of a ratio. I'm still gonna like format it for a YouTube short. A little bit more of a curve in here. Then she's got not like a regular tail, but like a little tuft of fur at the end of it. Every time I say Ronaldo, then she knows it's me. Well, I just gotta get used to the new name, so. Yep, I gotta get used to that new account. I'm awful with names. I'm really good with like profile pictures, so when people start changing their profile pictures, I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me reassociate this image to the name. And eventually I'll get it. But I'm like that with people in real life too. People will introduce themselves to me and I'm like, I need to figure out the name and the face association. I'll remember the face first, and the name comes second. You know what I should actually do is pull up her reference sheet, because I have it somewhere. Oh, good. Okay. It's just right here. So this was my old pony Sona. Quite a time ago. If I did not have a cry. Oh my goodness, Prime. Shedding tears over here. But yeah, I was doing some editing, some touching up of Wolf's headshots, and I looked down at the clock and I was like, oh no, it's already 8. I need to get ready for my show. I was like, I need to hurry this up a little bit. And make sure that I remember to zoom out just a little. So as you guys can see, over the many years that I've been drawing ponies, my style kind of has adapted. So there's a little bit of a longer body. These are very, very narrow. There's like hardly any room between the forelegs and the back legs. So slowly but surely, the spines of my ponies have grown. Have grown longer. So a little bit more breathing room for him to work with. It's a little, I think these are like a tail wristband or some beads. I've never really been sure what these are on the tail. Accent piece. Let's put my old account to warn people about it. Oh, that's good. That's a good idea, Prime, to let people know, like, hey, if you see, you know, this purple Ronaldo account, it's not me, or it's not you, I should say. You know, like speaking from your perspective. It's an imposter. It's an imposter, Ronaldo. Can like barely see the pony down there in the corner. So it's a good thing I've got the reference sheet still. And zoom this out just a little bit more. You see too much. Just a little bit. Okay, will do, Prime. Thank you very much for letting me know, too. So if I end up seeing it again, I'll be like, yeah, banned. So. And hopefully any of the other streamers that you watch know to do that, too. See the hair. I should know how this hair goes because it's it's my old hairstyle. I used to have this like peach colored part of the front part of my hair. That part of my hair has gone through many changes. But for a long time I've just kept it the blonde streak that I've got in the front. Actually, eventually I need to re-up it, because in my thumbnails it's very much like up here at the very top part of my head, and as time's gone by, hair grows and it's like more like down here. so eventually I need to relighten my hair back to that point again. So thankfully I still have supplies for it. Although I don't know if I still have the toner, but we have a Sally's beauty supply store here in town, so I'm just like, nice. I don't gotta pay for any shipping. I would block that number, Prime. Like, don't respond and block it. So, and I wish them luck, sarcastically, of course. Like, good, yeah. Good luck in that. Like, I don't think that they're gonna be very successful in that. Yeah, take screenshots and block it, like Honey Bun said. Because that's, like, nice try. Yep, it's time to change everything. And in lieu of that, in the same vein of changing stuff and like changing email addresses and passwords, I'm gonna save this piece because I haven't saved it yet. I've got old artwork in this folder that's still in its layered format. Oh, it's all good, CRU. I totally get it. We're being creative together. So, you know? That is very, very much encouraged over here. Just being creative and, you know, being productive in the ways that we can. Try to see how Swarovski drew the chibi pony. For the meanwhile, I'm just watching. Okay. Well, I hope that nothing else happens, Prime, because like getting that kind of a message would like freak me out. I'd be like, nice try, buddy. I almost said nice tie. Nice tie, man. This account saves onto an external hard drive. Very good idea, Honey Bun. Indeed. Yeah. Because then you have like a physical copy of it that, you know, they're not able to take unless, you know, they like figure out where you are and like break in and just only take that. Like, good grief. That would be insane. So, but that requires a lot of dedication to do. So a lot of times people are, I don't know, they try to go for like the easiest route. But yeah, having physical copies of stuff is a total blessing. I'm like going beyond like personal data. You have, you know, like hard copies of video games and movies and TV shows, comics, and, you know, stuff like that streaming services aren't able to you know, get rid of whenever they want to. You know, like, yeah, we understand that you have paid, you know, like $100, right, for this streaming service, but, you know, you're not actually going to get the full library of everything that that we've published. So, you know, or developed or put out. Looking at you, Disney Plus. So. Having physical copies of your favorite movies and games is a huge W. Hold on, my Shimmer's that I do watch get hacked. I really hope. I hope so too, because I don't know how they would go about like hacking the streamers that you watch, unless they like somehow got their personal, you know, information or data. That's why I'm just all like, okay, okay, hacker, sure. Like, you know, you can give it the good old college try, but I don't know how far that's gonna go. It doesn't seem all that fruitful. If I get around to doing the shading and the highlighting on this, I'm really looking forward to it because there's certain parts of her hair that I'm like, it's gonna look really, really nice. I realize she probably needs a bigger pillow. Making me count on my purple account. Lose all my guns in Call of Duty. Oh no, man, that sucks. All the progress built up and it's just, you know, it's just gone. And I wonder if, like, that was part of the motivation for the hacking? Because there's, you know, there's some monetary value in that. Yeah, that's how one of my brothers is in Team Fortress 2. So, oh, thank you. It's coming along. It's getting there. That's how it always starts. Is it's getting there. Let's see. I'm wondering if, like, I want to keep drawing her in this flannel. I think I will. Let's see. It's kind of wrapped around. I'm using the animated GIF on the bottom here as a reference point when I've got like the character sheet right here. But different postures, different poses. I used to wear this red flannel a lot. I think I still have it actually, but it was like my go-to for the longest time. Maybe it was 65. This is the username on Call of Duty. Ah. Okay. I can see the pegboard getting built. Got some usernames, pictures. Get some little, you know, some red string between the two of them. So, doing some detective work there, Prime. Yeah. Especially if you start seeing like the same usernames popping up and you know, being less than friendly about stuff or being very suspicious. So, right, yeah, honey bun, very salty, very sore losers. So, let's see. Oh my goodness, like, it's just a game, bro. It's just a game. You move on to the next match and, you know, maybe you do better. One of my exes used to get like really pissed off with Overwatch. And he would have like a water bottle and he'd just like start squeezing the life out of it. So like he's like slamming his fist down on his desk. I'm just like, bro, chill, it's just a game. So thankfully my husband's not like that. Because he realizes it's just a game. You know, you can always have like another match and have it go better for you. So when people take games too seriously like that, I'm just kind of like, have you nothing else to get mad about? Gonna leave room here for her cutie mark, her little talent mark. Right, honey buns? Like, you know, there are more things in the world to be upset about rather than a Call of Duty game. So, right, like, you know, it takes more energy to go and be like, you know, hateful and destructive like that. It's like, bro, just like start up a new game. Play the next round, you know, or the next match, whatever it's called in the game. So it's very easy. It's you know, a couple button presses and, you know, you just let it go. So it takes a whole lot more energy to go after somebody and, you know, try to hack him in that way. If that is him. So play games to make money. Well, when you've gotten to that professional point of it, yeah. But if it's just a hobby, or if it's just like, you know, something to pass the time, once it gets to that serious point, you know, but even still, like going after somebody and hacking them, like that is not part of your job description at that point. Let's move this over a little bit because I want to see more of this side of her. Oh my goodness. I can't say that they're probably going to use it, you know, with honor. It's you know, it's very much like taken for granted when, you know, you haven't worked for it, you haven't earned it, you haven't, you know, paid for it or anything. It's I'm dropping some stars. Dropping some stars there for you guys. You know, it's like, again, like I said, it's very much taken for granted at that point. Not an honorable attainment. Right, that's what I'm saying, is that, like, you know, this person, whoever it was, didn't work hard for it at all, you know? They just stole it. So it's kind of, you know, I mean, it sucks. It's, you know, It's not right, to say the least. Let's go. Where is that? All right, all of these stars have gone. As I live and breathe. Okay. Yeah. We are going to see. Going to go over there. And let's see here. Okay. I think that worked. Yes, fake Ronaldo. Indeed. What's strange is that it chats very similar to U Prime. So not only is it the hacked account, but they also figured out the same typing style. So okay. I think it worked. I think it worked. Hid them on the channel. Be gone. Be gone. Okay. Anyways, back to the back to the artwork. My face very much is the that gif of is it the older guy that's like, huh, well, anyways. Oh, that's good to hear, CRU. I always try to provide like a nice, chill, calm, creative environment. So, in a world where there's a lot of like AI generated artwork, the appreciation for the time spent making actual, human-made artwork is kind of lost. And you just have a robot do it for you. You don't get that same feeling. You don't get that same, concentration and relaxation, that you get from making it yourself. So, you don't have as much control in, where things are placed, how things are lit, the shadows and the highlights on it. The whole creative process is kind of, lost to the robot. And it's interesting too, when you're listening to different types of music, how that affects your artwork or your video or, that source of inspiration. So, right, Prime? That's what I was like, my goodness, like, it's all lowercase, same nickname, no punctuation marks. Just like, this is strange. This is weird. Let me move this upwards. You can see it a little better. So So the shadow behind this this character is the dinosaur pony that I have as well. She eats other ponies. She's a cannibal pony. Not this one. The one that's in the shadow there for height references. So the dinosaur pony is quite tall. So who is the strange number was? Right, yeah. You have a better inkling of who it might be. And I wonder too, unless they're using a fake number, I wonder if you could, like, you know, put it into like an online search to a browser and see if you can figure out like what country they're from, or, you know, like an online Yellow Pages. So, you know, kind of like track it down. Ends up being from like an Indian call center. Oh yeah, Josiah. Oh yeah. There are plenty of those. You know those videos of there's a channel called Kitboga, and then there's another one that I can't remember the name of. And the guy has blue hair, where they have learned some of the language and they just start like cursing him out. And they get so mad. The call center gets so mad. I love it. I love the voice, the grandma voice that Kitboga puts on. It's very convincing. And then when they do like a video call, he's got like the background and the wig and the it's great. Oh, nice, nice. Simultaneous Kitboga. Okay, let's see. There is a little bit of a stone, kind of a floor here. And even though it looks like I'm going to be doing like the sketching of it, it's just a placeholder for when I put the image material in. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't really want to draw all of these rocks. All of the stonework. I'm going to raise up the floor just a little bit so it doesn't look like she's totally floating there. And these stones are eventually going to get bigger as they get closer to the viewer. Because, you know, perspective and all. Cleaning it up a little. And then there is the wood grain. What is sus about it, Prime? The rocks? The rocks are a little sus? Or is there's an Among Us hidden somewhere in the rocks? Oh, same, Messiah. Oh my gosh. Same. It's just... It's the way he formats the videos, too. The, different, like, different cuts in it. Oh my goodness. That would be, like, big brain moment, honey bun. I kind of had a thought about that. I was like, I don't know. I guess time will tell. But the typing style was very similar, so I don't know. Welcome in, Wolf. Yes, big brain. Oh no, he's dropping bombs. He's dropping the big brain bombs. No, don't redeem. No, don't redeem card. Don't redeem card. No, don't spend the gift card on your own wishes. Let's see. We're gonna have the clock right there. Squiggly lines. Just a placeholder. Court. It's time to go to court. Ma'am's court. It's in session. Thank you, Wolf. I think the command is just donate. But I will do it. There we go. So it pulls up the right command. No, you've not listened. Oh my gosh. I used to remember one of the insults that would be thrown around in that language, but I can't remember it anymore. Something about their mother. Let's see, wood grain. Again, this is just a placeholder for the image material. Right? Like, it's never the fathers. It's always the mothers. Sometimes I've heard like sister, you know, but never brother. It's always the female relatives. It's never the males. Okay, let's see. Let's see, we can just have this be like a dark gray for the TV screen. Okay, let's start dropping in the different image materials. This is going to be... If I could spell properly. Okay, let's find my image materials, and since it takes me too long to find them in my side panel, I am just going to open up the overlay. This overlay. Let's see, where is it? In streaming overlay. It's not that one, it is this one. Okay. Little trippy moment right there. There's the overlay with its transparency on. But I just need this wood grain. I'll go over here. And we don't need that clipped. Where is it at? Just needs to go about right there. That. Let's lower that opacity. And now I'm gonna go and find, where is that? I think I have the image material for that one. Give me one moment while I go searching through all of these image materials. I was screaming so loud in the game I thought he would become Goku, literally. Oh my gosh! Or that soundbite of the guy like screaming. Ah! Ah! Like, bro, calm down. Okay, it's not that serious. You watch your mouth, young man. You watch your mouth, young man. That's no way to speak to your elders, okay? I didn't fight no war for you youngins to go and disrespect me like this. I'm starting to channel some of that wolf energy. Let's see, there's the brick wall. Where it is somewhere in here. I just don't know where it went. A lot of the default image materials. So many of these I don't even use. Let's see. Let's see if I can search for it. I wonder what it was that I used. Textures. I don't think it's in textures. It's in one of these. I just gotta find it. Speak about your elders. You mustn't. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're not talking about you, Prime. We're talking about the Indian call center scammers. He's like fake crying. Oh my goodness. Yes, when Kit Boga is going after the scammers, it is just hilarious. Believe it's this one. Even though I think it's slightly different, but I'm gonna use it anyway. So even when I go to scale this down, because it's an image material, it's gonna just continue on forever. We want that, and then go over to perspective. That. I'm just changing the perspective of this, that it appears like it is getting larger as the perspective gets closer. When he starts spending the gift cards, oh my gosh, they start just raging out. Also, welcome on back, Jake. My favorite PFP ever, Ronaldo, man. Oh, nice. Let's see. Is it from a soccer player? Is it a soccer player profile picture? Kind of looks like it. Spots. Comment on videos, and you would never know which person is AI, right? That's that dead internet theory, honey bun. Which I think we're getting closer and closer to a reality of, if we're not in it already. So, well, it can be fun to troll people though. Sometimes it is fun to put on the troll hat. Who are you talking about? Ah, scammer payback. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I know that there's another guy that does, you know, similar things to Kitboga, but he has blue hair, so. Some of these scam call centers real easy. I like those two for real. Yeah, he I think he goes a step further and even like gets them like the police involved in their area. And he has access to their cameras and sees it happen. He sees the police go into the call center and like take him down. So I'm just all like, that's a big W right there. Big dub. Because I wouldn't want to get insulted. Yeah, that's par for the course of trolling, honey bun. Yep, you gotta be prepared for the kickback on it. Okay. I'm gonna close that down. And close that. And then let's put this into its own folder. Floor. Shove that in there and the color for it. And let's do this. It's a dark gray. A nice rectangle in for the floor. It's gonna be about right here. Pull it down. Clip that. Oh, it's the Ronaldo from the 2012 Euros. Gotcha, okay. I was curious. We have the ZZB from yesterday. Oh my gosh, yes. Especially with this being more of a sleepy stream, the Z's are very encouraged. Honey Bun's an alien. Oh my goodness. An alien from the planet of pastries. Oh my gosh. It's an inside joke that is forever lost on us. It's alright. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be known. Meant to be a mystery. See, maybe the tolerance can be changed. I don't think it'll let me. That's okay. Actually, curious where that went. Let me see if I can find the floor actually. Where is it? Give me one moment. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this a little quicker. Because I have it somewhere. I think I must have used... I thought it was that brush or image material. I think it might be these actually. I'm gonna drop that in. And we will try to work with that instead. On my purple account when I was typing in chat everything. Every time my PPs change to a different photo from Aldo. I think I remember that, Prime. Just trying to focus pure curious, you're just chilling doing some relaxing art in the other room. Right? Yep, we do have that nice little yin and yang kind of a feeling there, Jake. And then I was watching some fish tank earlier today. They were being very loud with the megaphones. And they were doing some filming in another bedroom with one of the girls and Daniel, I believe is his name. And he was wearing like this leather jacket and stuff. When I first tuned into it, they were doing the outfit challenge where they were guessing whose clothes were whose. I was kind of confused. I was all like, what is going on here? So, and then Jet's looking like an alternate version of John Lennon. I was like, what in the world? He's very much a fashionista. But yes, after 10 p.m. they go into the fish tank after dark, and you need a season pass to watch that. And I'm just like, I don't have the season pass. But it's okay, cause like not much was going on anyway. You know, after they go to sleep, it's kind of, you know, like, you know, what do you do? What do you do when they're all sleeping? Like, unless someone's gonna cause some chaos while everybody's, you know, sleeping. So, alrighty, Siri, I will check that out in just a moment. It's in A's 26 and I'm 26. Oh, we'll check that out. I think that's a good profile picture to have then. Nice representation. Okay, yes, this is how I did the floor. So they're scales. They're not, it's not stones, but they're scales. So. Zoopy. Little Zoop. Oh my gosh, are we translating everything to starting with a Z? Yeah, they have that I think her name is Zecora. They have the zebra character from My Little Pony. Alrighty, Prime, have a good time lurking. If you are working on anything alongside with us, I hope that it goes well. Or if you're playing some video games, I hope that that goes well. So. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Let's see. I believe this needs to be just a little bit darker. Haha, I can do pick screen color right from my overlay. Nice. That makes it nice and easy. Yes, yes. The witch doctor rhyming pony character. Which I thought was very unique to have her constantly rhyming. Like she's always saying some sort of an incantation. Thank you, Stereo. I left a comment on your most recent post. Sees, but I already know some of them would sound like a yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. Good forethought. So, Billy Zine. Oh my gosh, Billy Zine's not my zover. Let's see. Let's Z. LOZ. If you guys have seen the Charlie the Unicorn series, that's where that's from. And then they start speaking in Spanish very briefly. Alrighty, Sierra, you have a wonderful rest of your evening or day, whatever time it is for you. And I hope to see you again soon, whenever you are able to. You've been struck by a smooth criminal. A smooth criminal. Kind of reminds me of like a dentist's Dremel. I'm just setting up some layers here for a nice shading experience there. See, I'm planning out a sword examination. A smooth criminal. You know what that makes me think of, Honey Bun? Is a krill or a shrimp, whichever one you prefer. But you put on the shiny glove on one of the tendrils, and his hat on the head. If someone hasn't done that already, I should totally be made. Like just a very cute, like Photoshop edit of it or a drawing or something, because that is just too perfect. A smooth criminal. Oh my goodness. This is what the internet was made for, okay? Like, this is what the internet was made for. The collaboration of clinically insane people. Oh. Our combined forces are unstoppable. We have smooth criminal? No, we have rough civilian. The polar opposite of a smooth criminal. Is there any... Okay, there is a little bit of like a trim here. Do you have Billie Jean? We have Bill Shirts. Oh my gosh. Discount Billie Jean. Lower the opacity of that just so I can see where it is I am working. Let's see, this is a nice kind of a dusty mauve colored pillow, it looks like. Unforeseen jobs. Let me pass something fishy. The world has been filled with ocean and false shroomer. Oh my goodness. You know, these ocean themed puns are really gonna come in handy whenever I'm doing the gaming streams and I'm playing like Feeding Frenzy or Fish Tycoon. What the hell? What the hell? I like that it's spelled like that so I know exactly how to say it. Oh my goodness. Add a clipping layer onto it and just a little bit of a darker color. I said a little bit of a darker color, not huge difference. Excuse me if you hear a train in the background. I gotta make a comment quick though so my little anime character stays alive on the bottom. Yes. I can't remember what the time duration is. I think it's like 15 minutes or so of silence and then like it slowly starts to disappear. But if you need to get some rest, Jake, I always encourage people to rest. I should take my own advice. But eventually I will. Eventually it will be midnight and I will head off to bed at that point. But if you gotta head out because you need some Z's, I totally understand. It's one of them streams. It's one of them sleepy streams. So I got one of my legendary gun back in the game. Oh nice, Prime. That's good to hear. Or I guess read, because it's in the chat. But I'm glad that you got at least one of them back. So them ZZZBs. Okay, let's do some quick line work on this. You guys know how much I just absolutely love doing line work. Let's try nice 5 points. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I was figuring you were probably playing COD. Even though some of this is going to be covered up by Pony, I want to make sure that it's fully colored in there and lined. Hello, Black Diamond. Welcome on back. Yes. Yes, the world is exploding. So he's doing his thing and covering that. And I'm having a sleepy art stream. Sometimes when I don't really know what to draw, I'll draw things based on how I feel. You know, to kind of process that, or, you know, kind of match the mood of the day. Earlier I was doing touch-ups on his headshots for the voice acting website. And I looked down and I saw that it was 8 o'clock, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get ready for my show. So, and then earlier today, before I took my nap, I had made us these crustless Japanese egg salad sandwiches, which turned out pretty good. And then I took the crusts and I made these things called crust rusks. So, and it's just dried bread crusts, and then you put melted butter over them with some cinnamon sugar, and then you bake them again so they get all nice and crispy. Oh my gosh, that was so good to wake up to. Because I had finished making them before the nap. And then when we got up again, I made us some coffee, and we had some of the crust rusks with the coffee. So that was really good. Oh no, we have Earth Run. It's just one of the Naruto runs with the hands behind the back. Around the world. Is that Daft Punk? I should know. One of my brothers used to listen to Daft Punk a whole bunch, and he probably still does. Yeah, I think it is, because I remember like certain tones of voices and vocal ranges and the different effects that they use. That sounds about right. Yeah, I've tried like a bunch of different recipes, so I check to make sure I have all the ingredients first before I start. But recently I've been trying to cook more stuff that, like, for ingredients that we have already around the house, instead of going out grocery shopping a whole bunch or like ordering out. And so, you know, I'm just trying to be like resourceful, and then in the resourcefulness, like, I come across some really interesting recipes and I try them out. So, like, I have cream cheese in the fridge that I've been trying to use up as much as I can, and then I end up finding like a recipe for corn, like cooked corn with like honey and like bits of cream cheese in there, salt and pepper, some seasoning, and I'm just like, oh, that tastes really freaking good. So put in some crease lines, even though we don't really see too much of it. Just want to make sure that's in there. Oh, okay, gotcha, honey bun. I had a feeling it was, so. No, we have Michelle Jack daughter. Oh my gosh. You can call it like Jill daughter, because Jack and Jill. That's when they started bickering in French and Daft. Oh my gosh, did they do that? Oh my god, I don't remember them doing that. But there's a whole bunch of different stuff that they've been a part of that I like whoosh, went over my head. So just going around here. So I love seeing what looks best and figuring out what to do with it after. Oh yeah, it's being creative with your own cooking. So. Oh my goodness, yeah, I'd be like, we're steering clear of that one, Prime. But welcome back. Some people are just, I don't know, you're better off avoiding them, so. Okay, let's get on over to, well, I was gonna go over to the pony, but I need to clean up the rest of this here. And I'm just going to use my auto select brush to quickly erase all of that. It's a little bit of extra dust that I need to remove. Make sure that that is all nice and clean. Okay. Load in a whole bunch of layers for this. And then move that downwards. There we go. Okay, let's start the lining process. Oh my goodness, I bet Prime, because like, I don't know, it ups the ante of the creepiness factor sometimes. Like when you hear a sound late at night, you're like, you know, that's not another living creature, because there's not another living creature in there. So looking for real life toxic cod lobbies at all times this week. Yes, he has got his work cut out for him this week. And depending on how long stuff continues on for, it might go into next week. I just know that if this continues into next month, it's going to be very difficult. Like when I'm doing the driving towards, when we go over towards Alabama, I bet you he's gonna try to stream while I'm doing the driving, and then trying to keep up on all the different stuff going on in like the other side of the world. Yeah, it's like, come on guys, do we really have to do this while we're traveling? Oh my gosh. Like, you guys really couldn't have done this at a different time. Yes, they do keep him busy. Okay, let's work towards the body line first. And I'm gonna turn these things off for now, just so I can see them a little better. Okay, and we're gonna go with a 5-point using the colored pencil brush, because I really like how this brush looks and how smooth it is. Sometimes I go with the design pencil for a more textured look, but when I want a smoother set of line work, I go with the colored pencil. Okay, she is in Chelsea. I did not knock her out. I hope dead for sure. Well, it's a good thing that you were able to defend yourself. And that you had the necessary training to do that and everything, you know? Be able to just, like, neutralize the threat. I'm glad that, you know, she was locked up for that, because that is absolutely freaking nuts. Oh, nice. Yeah, see, that comes in handy. Sometimes Wolf and I will watch like street fighting or like pride fighting stuff, and I start getting like all into it. I'm just like, yeah. Yeah, not that it's the same as actually doing it, but you pick up on where the weak points are in people. So, you know, like different stances and posture. How to hold yourself when moving. I feel like I need to change around this crease here, because I don't know if that's gonna make sense at all. She needs help. Yeah. Some physical and some mental help. Which hopefully she received that in the jail. Picture on the right you're working on yours or just something you're working with. So this, I assume it's this picture that you're talking about here. This is an old character reference sheet for one of my old characters, and yes, this is my own image. This is one of my old characters from like high school, so like 10 years ago. Because I have the other ones too, if you were curious at all. I've got, where are they? So this is the dinosaur one that is actually the shadow of that one. So that's the dinosaur one. The cannibal, she has a nice little butterfly friend that she has with her. And then I believe I have the one for Serenia, who is my goth pony. There's the goth one. So as you can see, this is my old username from 2015. That's when I graduated. But yeah, so that's another one. But as you can see, like there's hardly any room between the forelegs and the back legs. So, you know, I've done some adjustments to my style after a while. But yep, these are all of the characters that I've done drawings for, and I had, oh yes, here's the last one. This is my very first one that I made. Welcome back, honey bun. Scared of them as well. Sometimes with the Spanish ones, so my crazy ex was. Every time I see Spanish reminds me of her. Well, I mean, there is that like stereotype of from different ethnicities of crazy ladies. So how to water BRB. Oh, okay. Yes, I wish you luck in your endeavors. Cool, look at those. Just wondering if it's an actual anime character or something. Ah, gotcha. Yep, they're just my original characters. So, but my pony style is, yes, it does have some anime-esque vibes to it. So, which is the whole point. Oh, that's understandable, Prime. Any of the army parade? I did not, no. I ended up missing that. Is there any recorded footage of it? Welcome back, Isaiah. Very brief absence. Okay, I am going to open up a new canvas of this. Excuse me. So I can see this in its zoomed out version. You know, Prime, you're not the only one that has said that before, but I don't have an entire collection of bows. That's a bit much. It's a bit much for my taste. I have a bunch of different scrunchies, but I don't have a bunch of different bows to wear with it. Oh, okay, that makes sense that RSBN's got it. Remember the FM episode where Fluttershy went goth? Oh my gosh, yes. Is that the Flutterbat one? Where she is like a bat? I think each one of the main six has gone through like a goth phase. So like there's the crazy Twilight. She's like, "Hello, girls." Oh no, you're all good, Prime. I have been called far worse. So the skin is thick. You kind of have to be when you're on the internet for quite a while. So let's see. I'm looking at the duplicate canvas that I have of this. I really need to get like a pin or something that keeps the kimono in place, or the happy, whatever they're called. I've seen them called both. Yeah, her business already went to an event. I I believe so, yes. My memories are a bit blurry from that time. That sounds right. Ronaldo Airlines because it does jump high. Oh my gosh. You're up like 30,000 feet in the air. Yeah, she's made some very interesting choices with her her career path, Jake. I'm just kind of like, what is... You can't escape your past, okay? Like everyone knows what you used to be. You're trying to do like a whole like 180 into this other, you know, this other style of music and stuff. I'm just like, you were on Dance Moms. Like, you know. It's very cringe. It's very cringe. I thought that Fluttershy was developing DID for Robin. Oh my gosh, that would be such an interesting like alternate universe. But then you'd have to do that for all the other main 6. Or I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to, but like just see their different interactions. And you know what it does actually remind me of is Friendship is Witchcraft. That is a funny series. If you guys have not seen Friendship is Witchcraft, Hasbro tried their best to like get it completely taken down, but I think there's still remnants of it out there on the internet. So it's very much it's like the it's an abridged version of the show. So she looks like she should be on Fish Tank. Oh my gosh. The insanity that would follow. The TTS would go freaking nuts. They would not let her live anything down. Dang, that's pretty high, Prime. Need to zoom out of this. And then scroll out. So I've got that there. Oh, I know, right? That's where that Pinkie Pie song, the Gypsy Bard, comes from. And then Living Tombstone did a remix of it. I will say, from the Brony community, like there were a lot of really, really good songs that came from that. A lot of really nice, like almost like a 1-to-1 animation style to the show, but very talented people within the community. Some of them a bit cursed, but some of them very wholesome. You just gotta be picky and choosy about which creatives you're following, because sometimes they will go down a different path than you were expecting. So these are reminded me of when I played Lemmings some 30 some years ago. Oh my goodness. It's all right, Black Diamond. We all got, you know, those nostalgic games and movies, TV shows, all of that. Yep. Eventually we'll all get there. So oh yeah, Yesaya. It's interesting because a lot of people know Living Tombstone these days for like the FNAF songs, because he was at one of the conventions that Wolf and I work at. This one here at Comic-Con. He was there one year and played a whole bunch of, you know, like Five Nights at Freddy's songs and a couple other ones too. But I don't think he played any of the pony songs that he made. But there was somebody with a Generation 1 My Little Pony shirt, because, you know, Hot Topic's doing the whole, you know, like the OG My Little Pony style. And he had complimented them on the shirt. He was like, hey, I like your pony shirt. And I just was like, I gave a side eye. I was all like, I know. I know your origin point. I remember those days. Okay, I remember that that September song. Not the Earth, Wind and Fire song. No. The one that he did with Wooden Toaster, I believe. I think it was Wooden Toaster. So. I wish that I would have brought some artwork of his pony soda, because I'd be like, hey, can you sign this? So I did experience a little bit of I don't know, that starstruckness. I was like, oh my gosh, it's Living Tombstone in the flesh. Thank you, CRU. The line work process always kind of takes the most time, in my opinion, just because it can get really intricate. But yeah, it's coming along. Indeed, Prime. Yes, you got to treat your body well, because you only got one of them. So, the first FNAF song will always be peak. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Bum 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 bum. Do you work out? I do occasionally go for like a walk on the treadmill, and it's been really nice outside recently, so I should probably go outside more and do more walking out in the sun, get some vitamin D with it. But for a while I had done like wall Pilates and stuff. Stretching, very much a must, so. But yeah, I really should do more of the workouts, but we've been super busy. But you know, you got to make time for what's important. So if it's enough of a priority, you'll make time for it. Oh, the Pinkamena Diane Pie one, yes, yes. She's just absolutely going insane because like she thinks that nobody wants to hang out with her or join her in a party. Let's see, I think that nostril's a little too big. Let's go over to the ear. Let her cook now. I'm probably going to be cooking up something after the stream, because Wolf and I tend to get kind of hungry late at night. Trying to induce that melatonin. You know how you get kind of like a food coma, especially after Thanksgiving dinner? Because certain foods have more melatonin in them. Makes you all sleepy. Just don't be that. Oh my goodness. You know, if I just continue to keep moving and being active, that goes a long ways. So being sedentary and just not moving for a while, and then just like, you know, you're just consuming and then not doing anything with those calories, that's when you really start like packing on the pounds. So just staying active. I mean, like even like sweeping the house, vacuuming, doing some carpet cleaning, taking the trash out, doing dishes, like it all requires movement. So, but yes, I try to walk for like, and there's some running involved with that too, for like 3.5 miles. So it's a good enough distance, and it doesn't take too much time at all. I'm not gonna line that just quite yet. I want to keep that separate. Many times I'll actually find new music while I'm doing my workout. So that's been really helpful too. And especially finding music that matches the BPM of your steps. Same tempo. Then it's really satisfying. Then I start feeling like I'm in, you know, like a music video or something. So the whole show is centered around mental illness. You know, there are some parallels to that. Yeah. Certain episodes are very focused on that. Yeah. Thank you, Prime. When I get to the coloring, the shading, highlighting parts of it, oh my gosh, it's gonna look so nice. Oh my goodness. Well, it's a good time to come back to it, Black Diamond. Got married, bought a house, and yes, he's lost like 35 pounds. So his stomach has shrunk too, so that also really helps. Having smaller portions also means that we're consuming less food. So it's very cost effective in that way. But yeah, so he gets full a lot faster. And I've been trying to feed us like protein, a starch, and a vegetable. So nice balanced diet in that way. Stops 400, sit-ups 700, running for 60 minutes. It's a lot. Oh, nice. That's a good regimen. Indeed, yes, he is. We met each other through YouTube, so it's interesting how the world works like that. I need to fix this curve right here because this is not. It's a little too wide. Oh, planks are really good for building that core. I can't do very many of them. It's been a long time too, but I remember that trend where people were just like planking everywhere, like planking on a kitchen counter, on a park bench. Like, what in the world? Oh yes, I remember that, Black Diamond. We actually sold that land because they the construction company or the developing, it was like a what are they called? Where it's like a manufactured home. They didn't have a house within our price range that because there was an HOA over there that we didn't know about. So the HOA was like, well, you need to build you need to have a specific dimension house for this plot of land, and the manufactured home company didn't have a house within our price range for that specific dimension. And then B, it was gonna be a freaking HOA, and I'm just like, I don't want any involvement in that. I don't care about your amenities, okay, because they're kind of crap anyway. Like snow removal, well access. I'm just like, whoop-de-doo. And it was also kind of like in the middle of like really in the middle of nowhere. So, you know, like the closest grocery store would have ended up being like an entire like 30 minutes to get to. So yeah, so we found a different area to live in with a lot more amenities that we're used to. So because we both moved from fairly like high density areas. I mean, I moved from a fairly like small town, and then he moved from a fairly big town. And so you know, you get used to having certain grocery stores, certain services, you know, and if you don't have a good transition, you know, period, because eventually I would like to do more gardening and like homesteading stuff, but I'm not at that point yet. There is that transition time, you know, just to get used to like living together and being married, and having your own house, to, you know, having a groove. So yes, we found a different house. And I've also been seeing recently some of these construction companies are not building things properly either. Like there's certain houses that are being built that are like completely not squared, and they're not level either. The pipes completely don't make any sense. Like there's no drainage area. There's no like the shingles on the roof are completely just messed up. They're like not like, there's one video of there's a guy that goes out and does inspections for people, and he will call out the mistakes of other inspectors and, you know, the construction companies. And there's one house that he did a video on. The gutters were not even like fully installed. They're just barely hanging on. So like he ended up finding an upside down beer bottle inside of the attic of one of the houses. And of course it's, you know, it's upside down and it's leaking into the ceiling. It's making like a wet spot in the ceiling. And he's trying to figure out like what is going on in the attic here. He ends up finding a beer bottle. It's like really telling. So she was entirely useless. I'm pretty sure I'd rather have a useless one than an active one. Oh my goodness. And I'm looking now from New York City. Food lies by downtown. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it is. If you're gonna have an HOA, like it's better to have one that's like not gonna be, you know, all up in your grill and saying like, oh well, the pillows on your you know, your wicker furniture on your front porch, they're not the right size. You know, they need to be, you know, this particular size of pillow. You know, I've seen that before. You know, and they'll just harass you about like the color of your fence or the height of the fence, you know. It's like ridiculous. So you know, I can do whatever I want though, because HOA enforces nothing. Oh, that's good that they don't enforce anything. That's good. Yeah, it was pretty crazy, Prime. Yeah, I was like, because, you know, initially, you know, I was just watching his show because I wanted to know about different like protests and riots going on in Portland. Because I used to live about like an hour away from Portland. And, you know, if something's going to be coming down, you know, down more south in the state, I wanted to know. I wanted to let my family know and, you know, be informed in that way. So I went through the live streamer pipeline and ended up finding Wolf. So, and then he mentioned something about Vocaloid, and I was all like, "What? What is this?" Another person knows about the vocal synths, the voice banks. What? Miku, where? So we ended up talking about like music and stuff, and yeah, the direct messages began, and the rest is history in that way. So friends I met on YouTube and now I talk to on Discord. Yes, exactly, Yesiah. That's right. You know, and it's a good way to, like, you know, get to know people better. So, you know, it's not just like trapped in on YouTube. So, you know, that's how you end up meeting some of the most unique and interesting people. Does your family visit you in Oregon? So we live in the southern end of Oregon because my family is about 3.5, 4-ish hours away, and then his family, still in California, is like 6 or so hours away. So it's like a day trip if we wanted to visit any of them or if they wanted to visit us. So it's funny because actually his sister's gonna be visiting us soon. She's coming down this way in an RV, so. Oh, that'd be cool, Yesiah, yeah. Especially, you know, when there's like similar interests, and it's like you have, you already have something to do together, so. Yeah, can help you too, right? Yeah. Like definitely like motivate and encourage, definitely keep you on track. Okay, let's do this final part of the body line because it is, oh my gosh, already 10:42. So I mean by like with the line work taking some of the longest amounts of time. But I don't know, so far with this piece, the line work hasn't been too stressful for me. Sometimes it seems like a very daunting and tedious task to do, but I don't know. This canvas has been more relaxing to work on. Maybe it's because I'm sleepy. Maybe it's because it fits the mood. Oh, of course, Black Diamond, anytime. Hope that you have some good time over in the chaos that is Wolf Stream. It's gonna end up being way too wide. I'm gonna do this on a separate layer because I want to be able to edit this and move it around. I just need to adjust this part of it. Shine bright like a time. You know what that reminds me of, Honey Bun? There is a band called Steampunk Giraffe, and one of the characters had done I guess band members, but also characters, because they're all very steampunky and robotic. The Spine character had done a cover of that song, and the way he emphasizes some of the words is just funny to me. I don't really know why it's funny, but he very much looks and acts like Data from Star Trek. It kind of looks like Brent Spiner too, so just made me think about that. So oh, thanks, Brian. We do what we can, you know, and I think that's true for everybody. You do what you can, you know, the impacts that you make upon people with what you can do. So in my case, I'm able to make artwork, and you know, if I am able to help people out in making artwork, then you know, then that's a blessing to other people. And then in Wolf's case, you know, informing people, entertaining them, you know, they're able to spread that information to, you know, their friends and family, and then inform them. So everybody's, you know, kept in the loop about what's actually happening in the world. So just, man, their costumes look cool. Oh, I know, right? Especially the ones from the song that they did, Captain Albert Alexander. That's a good one. I really liked the outfits from that one. They're very cohesive. They're very like succinct. They're very they just fit together really nicely. So okay, at this point the tail kind of tapers out. Move that up, and I'm going to use this layer that's underneath to get this last part in with the back hoof, or the back leg, whatever we're going to call it. Flip this over and draw this a little more comfortably. Who does, Brian? Me or Honey Bun, or someone else in the chat? Trying to make sure that this back hoof is not bigger than the other ones. Yes, back when she was normal. I wonder if there was something like big that happened to her that made her snap, or if that's just, you know, what time does to a person. Hopefully it doesn't happen to me. Like, I will admit, sometimes I do have my like crazy and unhinged moments, but I don't ever get like violent with it, because that's like, you know, you gotta have some self-control. To draw a lot and then she became crazy. Ah, I'll see. if I start my webcomic series and I'm just constantly drawing all the time, we gotta watch out. Oh my goodness. I picture in my head the owl from Bambi talking about like being like you know, Twitter pated, but this is different, you know, where he's talking about like it could happen to you and it could happen to you. It could even happen to you. Okay. I'm gonna draw the shirt next, I think. It's the next one on the docket. Yeah, it's pretty understandable. I can figure out what you mean. I'll flip that around because I'm a little more comfortable drawing this side and this way. Be a little closer here, I think. Hello, Horsey Obsessed. Welcome on back. I am drawing a miniature horse. It's on my my old OCs. I guess my pony Sona from a fly or a mosquito from back when I was in high school. So figured I would draw the pony that we see over in the bottom corner below the clock here. I was just like, oh well, I'm having a sleepy stream, so yes, some fashion to the artwork. You know, English is a little nuts sometimes. Like with the words lead and lead. Spelt the same way, said differently, and I'm just like... there, and there. Thanks, Comfy. I'm kind of jealous. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna end up putting like the glow of the fireplace next to her. It's gonna be real comfy artwork. Okay, real comfy, big comfy artwork. So I totally get it. I understand. I will say over the years of my art journey, I think I have gotten better with with clothing and the different like wrinkles and ruffles that are involved in that. Kind of understanding the different weights of clothing types. How things interact and fold onto each other. But that's one thing, like if you feel that you're struggling in your creative journey and you don't think there's anything left to really improve upon, try drawing stuff or, you know, painting or writing about things. Anything that's creative, right? Try something different that you're not as experienced in, like, you know, with artwork, like backgrounds, you know, or hands, or different textures maybe, right? Like try something different, something that you're not, you know, comfortable or used to drawing yet. Or writing, you know, different things to write about. Like if you're used to writing like horror stories and you want to improve as a writer, try, you know, writing like comedy or you know, like romance or something. So what in the world, Prime? Why would that get you a red card? Like, it's just, what in the world? How dare you gloat about your, you know, about your muscles? Like, what in the world? What in the world? Sounds like it was a very butthurt ref, so. It does horsey obsessed. I'm like slowly getting caught up with the chat. The Eggman, yes. Yes, the Eggman. I'm not sure horsey obsessed. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes the brain makes connections. Like in dreams. You're gonna end up seeing Eggman in your dreams. Welcome back, Jake. Yep, that's why we've got the yin-yang dynamic. Okay, I'm gonna end up having to draw that in about right here. The rest of the body line is still cohesive there, or maybe it doesn't work right there. Let's see. She looks fat now. Okay, that works a little better. That's gonna get covered up. Get thrown in there. The villain. It does have a villainous aura to it. Yes, the mustache. Mustachio. 20th, the rival team fans boo me a lot every time they boo. For a hard tag, send them packing. Oh my gosh, so they really are just butthurt. They're just jealous. Yes, the rat emoji. How art most kinds. Thank you, sir. Please, may I have another? Another, please. Little kid with the bowl. see, there's gonna be some extra overshirt that goes here, there. Kind of fades out right there. Should be a rat in the rativerse. It's just a sick Victorian child. Oh my goodness. That's the rat that starts the plague. The most gracious lad. Oh my goodness. Why am I picturing like a rat version of Sweeney Todd? I don't know why my brain is going there. Right, Prime, like they just can't handle it. They can't handle it. Oh, good grief, it's already 11. Okay, let's do the face. I think we'll do the face next. A penny is all I ask, closer. Please, sir, I need to buy rations for my family. Alrighty, horsey obsessed. I wish you luck in the help with your family. A bicycle kick? What is a bicycle kick? That sounds pretty cool. I'm going to use a different brush here. Do a jump in the air, kick the ball to your foot. Oh, that! Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was called a bicycle kick. That's freaking cool, man. I don't think I need to have too many eyelashes here. But yeah, I did not know it was called a bicycle kick. There's probably a bunch of different moves. I didn't know that's what they're called. Let's flip that on over. A little bit more rounded there. And this needs to come in just a little bit more. Applied from the rival team fans for that. Oh, cool. They're just like, all right, man, like, I understand it's from the rival team, but just like, that was pretty cool. Okay, we got it, you know, we got eyelash giving me PTSD about every Pictionary game. Oh my goodness. You know, some of those games, because there was a Jackbox game, and it still probably is around, where you're having to make different like t-shirt designs, and I would be playing it on the phone, and I could barely draw a stick figure on that thing, like, you know. And this was back when like I didn't have a stylus with the phone, because I had a different type of phone, but it didn't have a pen or a stylus or anything. There's some games, some apps where it's just like, it's not meant for drawing. You know, it's all based on the drawing, but like, you know, it's very much not it's not meant for good drawings, so don't give yourself too much grief, because it's like, sometimes, you know, MS Paint can only give you so much. I do one more eyelash in there. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe a little one? Maybe a little one will work. There we go. Oh my goodness. Wow, Prime. That was a lot of people. It's probably a very memorable moment. Never forget. I tried, Jake. I know that like there's a lot of experiences that are universal. You know, there's a lot of things that people go through that a lot of other people have gone through the same thing of that. So sometimes feelings can feel very alone, very isolated in that, but it's good to be honest with people and, you know, to let them know, like, you know, if something similar has happened to you as well, you know, being able to relate and, you know, being there for people, like, you know, nobody's an island in that way. Oh my goodness. So, funny story, because we're talking about stick figures and animating. This is something that CRU Entertainment reminded me of too. When I was in middle school, there was a computers class that I took. And in it, one of the assignments was making a... Oh my gosh, wait a second. That eyelash is on the wrong layer. One of the assignments was to make a very simple animation. And mine was some stick figures. And the premise is that there are these two hikers on a mountain cliff, like a plateau. Something happens and one of them gets pushed off of the edge of the cliff and falls to their, you know, seemingly falls to their death, because there's you don't see any, like, where they land or anything. But there's another hiker, like a cliff climber, climbing up this cliff, and he sees the other person fall, And he just kind of like shrugs his shoulders and keeps on climbing up the mountain. So it's very simple, but it got the point across, so. But yes, very good for like storyboarding fights. Because the design's not too complicated, you very much get the point across, so. You know, I think that rings true for a lot of people, Yesiah. I think, and there's videos about this on YouTube talking more in depth about it, how like when we were children, we were less exposed to like the rules of how the world works. And so the imagination is a lot higher. So that makes sense, yeah. Oh, anytime, bro. I try to creatively inspire people just by, you know, being here, doing a stream, showing it as, you know, what I'm working on and how I work on it. Doing a time lapse at the same time. So. Okay, let's throw in eyebrows. And hopefully I'll get to the coloring part of this before midnight hits. I think I will. I don't think the rest of it's going to take me all that long. Okay, bracelets, and I'm doing both this one, this wristband, and then the little beads that are on the tail. Same layer. There's a game called Line Rider, I think, is what I think that's what it's called. I think it's still around. Old game. But you could make like different slopes and different animations. And sometimes they just get nuts and get crazy. Very elaborate maps. Yeah. The stick figure animation talk is reminding me of that very much so. So process that you have to go through to be more better and with more experience. Right. Yep. You start building up a skill and a style too. The longer that you're doing it, very much like drawing. So, you know, making music, making stories, writing. So the longer that you do it, the more unique your style potentially becomes. So. Professionally, she loves games. Whenever she gets everyone into what I was drawing, they say you bitch. Oh my goodness! It's like, how dare you? Like Greta it up. Okay, let's try to get this wristband in here. I try to like balance between catching up with chat and then trying to get the artwork done. But that's for me to manage. It's a little bit more rounded towards the center. Animate when I was 3 years, I stopped once I realized how much work you went into. It is quite a feat of dedication. Having like a story planned out and like a motivation, different like camera angles, different things like that. Okay, I'll go over to these. I gotta make sure that's okay. I'm gonna be in this direction. Ah, 9 to 10 years old when I did it. Gotcha. Well, at least you tried, right? At least you gave it a shot. Skills breaking defenders ankles. Oh my goodness. Probably come in handy outside of the sport. Because you know when you go to defend yourself, right? It'll be pretty hard for a perpetrator to get away when their ankles are broken. Like Misery. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie or not, but just you know, just hobble them a little bit. Let's see, this needs to be a little closer. Yes, indeed, Kathy Bates. Yes. You gotta Kathy Bates them defenders. You boiled one? You scared the actual soul in me. Struggle to sleep at night. I have not heard of the boiled one, SRU. That sounds scary though. I just make them fall down and eat dirt. Oh my gosh. Taste the ground. I think that needs to be a little narrower, actually. I'm just gonna select this and move it a little bit. You can even rotate it. There we go. You supposed to be warned you have if you have sleep paralysis may not be the best. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the warning, Honeybun. Oh, that's pretty cool, Syria. Small world. How fast is Frank? Here he come, here that boy. Old memes, old memes. I have in the closet somewhere, because I have a bunch of different like cosplays and costumes in the closet. I have a hat that says Meme War Veteran. It was back in like 2015 to 2017. That's all I was really doing besides like artwork. I was just making memes. Making memes, posting memes, stealing memes. I just wish that there were like custom campaign colors for them, because like some of the colors on the hat are from actual like wars. I'm like, I am not an actual like combat veteran. There's a mimetic war kind of a, you know, a thing going on there, but not the physical, not the physical type. Okay, it is time to put in the hair. So hopefully that doesn't take too long. Oh, and also I can put in a little earring. Start off with the bangs. Indeed, Jay, yes. The meme wars have never ended. They've taken on a different kind of a like an obscure kind of a phase. So it's a lot harder to keep track of things, what's in, what's not. So, like, remember the meme calendars? I remember the meme calendars. So, can't really do that anymore. Let me quit flip a clip because it's starting to be a little too greedy. Oh, is it getting all like you gotta pay for everything? I hate it when they start doing that. Like, I get why they do that, but at the same time, it's like, you know, it makes it a little less accessible for people. So, on the celebration, if you're good at football, you can do it. If you're not good at football, you will die because they eat you alive and mock you. Oh my goodness. They're like, how dare you do this? This isn't for you. You're not good. You're not good enough. Not good enough to do the celebration. If I'm reading that right. Need to put this on a separate layer because I want to be able to erase this comfortably without doing too much to the original layer. There we go. Nice little fade into it. It's like almost all the brushes that you have to pay. Oh my goodness! So you're really only able to use like well, all of the free brushes, but you know, at least you make the most out of what you can, right? But if it's time to switch to a different animation program, you know, you're probably not the only one that's having to go through that. Why is it looking not so rounded? Okay, that's a little better. Let's make another layer so I can go like this. Josiah high five. Oh my goodness. People just throw stuff at me. I'm just too good. Oh my gosh. They get big mad. Big mad. They can't handle it. Right? Okay, just gotta make sure that's an empty layer. I'm doing this all on separate layers so that I can erase and combine them in just a little bit. What, bro? What? Yeah, I would hope that they're banned from... Oh my goodness! What? A whole pig head! Excuse the car that just drove by. A whole pig head! That is crazy. Were you able to avoid it? Like duck out of the way or, you know, like dodge it in some way? Good grief. I'm trying to get this curl right here. And what would that be, CRU? Your name with the span of 2 weeks, because that's what happened to me. That would freak me out, Josiah. That would freak me out. I'd be like, why? What in the world is going on here? This whole pig head and it missed me by an inch. Good grief! Oh my goodness! I can't imagine the damage that would have caused to you if it would have landed. So it's a good thing that that person is banned, because, like, you know, it's not okay to be like seriously damaging people like that. Cartoon cat from Trevor Henderson. Oh my goodness, that would be quite unique. That'd be quite a feat. Trying out that character in my style. I might try it out. I might. We'll see. I do have some artwork that like an alternate character design that that Strawman wants me to try out. But we'll see. We'll see what I end up making. Okay, let's go through all of these, do some cleanup on them, and then I'm going to combine them. I think it's actually this way. There we go. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Oh, nice, Josiah. More artwork of Cartoon Cat. My show is not hard to draw and animate. They're more like a skinny type of stick figures. Ah, gotcha. Well, that's the benefit of having that like simple character design, is that it's really easy to animate. So like sometimes with anime, when there's very complicated character designs, they don't really move too much. So apparently, Prime. Apparently, it's dangerous. Put a target on your head. Get a pig head thrown at you. Rushing out and chasing everyone to bed. I gotta try watch it tomorrow and see if I can catch one of these challenges. Yeah, the challenges are sometimes they're like kind of lame, and sometimes they're pretty good. It just kind of depends on like how people are like interacting with each other, and like there was not the last season, but I think it was the second one that was in the 1970s theme. Towards the end of that season, there were like 3 people left over. It was Shinji, TJ, and Tele. And they made the house look like a swamp. That was pretty good. And they did a whole like the most dangerous game kind of a challenge, where the staff was the production was like chasing them around with Nerf guns and like bows and arrows and stuff. That was wild. They had Mama Juju and the oh gosh, what was Airsoft Fatty's character named? I can't remember. He was like a swamp monster or something. It was very elaborate. So, but sometimes the challenges get better as the season progresses. So, but sometimes though they just pull out the megaphones and are just loud. It's like loud equals funny apparently. It's like you might as well just bring in Wild Randy. So, draw and animate because of how big it is and how you should stand or pose. Right, but the face is like terrifying, Serio. Like, I'm just like, I could see that getting stuck in people's heads for nightmares. So, it's about clan. Don't celebrate too early the anniversary. Oh, okay, gotcha. Long Horse. Is that another one of the Trevor Henderson characters? Oh gosh, Smile Dog. Good grief. Now we are dipping into the creepypasta zone. Oh my goodness. Reminds me of when I did a Jeff the Killer Pony. At one point I had tried a very feeble attempt at an RPG Maker Jeff the Killer game. I didn't get very far because I had no idea what I was doing. So, but an attempt was made, nevertheless. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna end up finishing the line work like just in time. Indeed, yes. Smile Dog's been, oh my goodness, like early 2010s maybe? Even probably before that, so yeah. Same characters like, you know, with like Slenderman and Ben Drowned. The, oh my goodness, all the different like lost medias. Oh my goodness. So, let's see. Yes, you do, Yesiah. Yes, you do. So it would fit, doesn't it? It would fit. Doesn't look hard to pose a character in your mind, but doing it on your own is not easy. Right, like actually putting it into practice. Yeah. There's a lot of things that the mind can visualize, but you know, and actually creating it, like it's that's a real labor. Okay, just cleaning up some of the lines for the back of the hair, and then a little bit more back here. Okay, let's go over to the tail. There we go. This little nerve sense of maybe it has the like cautious to know how to lure its prey and hunt people down. Oh my goodness, that's haunting, Yesiah. That is haunting. Like I would not want to see that thing in the forest at all late at night. Or any time, really. I would not want to see that thing at any time. I see that, I'm just like, nope. Nope. Nope, in the heck on out of there. Like, no thank you. I choose life. Okay. Move those two together. I'm trying to get the line work done here. So I'm gonna do some, hopefully some very quick coloring. Taper that out. Called Starflesh. That has the same vibes as Smile Dogs. A bit late. I have to remember the aesthetic name. Ah, gotcha. I didn't realize that was a name of an aesthetic. Of a look. Different style. What is that about, Prime? What is up with these refs just like not not letting you do your thing? I'll take a not determined evil things due to mostly being not creatures. Usually can be associated with more. Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's actually part of the reason why I, at the very end of my show, I go and I say like, just be careful where you're, heading in the grand forest that is the online world. There are some paths that end up leading to very dark places, I mean, I speak from experience. One of those paths a long time ago, when I was in middle school, I stumbled onto LiveLeak and saw things that have unfortunately stuck in the brain for a little too long. So some very very horrific and scary things. So just be careful. Be careful about, you know, what you're letting into your mind's eye. So there's some things that, you know, for some reason our brains like hold on to that. Maybe it's like a defense mechanism or something. So just always be mindful. If your gut's telling you there's something not right about this place, your gut's probably right. But there's some things that, you know, other people can handle, can tolerate, that others can't. So it's just, you know, it's good to know yourself. You know what your boundaries and your limits are. And he or it doesn't replace a back air mercy, comes replace a voidness and no fear. I could see that. Yeah, just complete voidness. Yeah. Forest Glad 39 didn't really deal with it when I was a kid. Right, like the world is a very, very different place. I remember when, you know, when the internet was still very much for like the weird kids in school. I mean, I was one of those weird kids in school that, you know, discovering, you know, Vocaloid music, discovering like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and like the games on Newgrounds. The game. I had to like look it up again to figure out. I would be freaked out, Prime. I don't know. Yeah, if you have some outside cameras or like a peephole or something. It was strange. When I woke up from my nap earlier, I turned off the AC, the air, and I heard somebody outside the window going like, hello? Hello? I was like, what in the heck? I didn't answer. I didn't say anything back. Sometimes it's just better that way. So, be safe, Prime. Yeah, because at 3 in the morning, that's kind of like, that's mad suspicious. So, since outside the cartoon world makes it right, like there's no sense of purpose. Let's see. I don't mean to erase too much. Just enough to get a nice clean piece of line work. Sorry, I deliberately make scary noises near the window in case anyone was there. This is my defense mechanism. I'm just gonna go, ah! I'm gonna scare them first before they can scare me. But like, I understand that, yeah. That's so creepy, Prime. I don't answer that. Don't answer that. Like, that's a big nope. No. It's like a catch me outside, and I'm just like, how about no? How about no? We're not gonna do that. I was in my dad's room one night at like 2 a.m. Heard these 3 fast, loud knocks outside the window. Some people are just like trying to be creepy, trying to be weird. And I say this as my window's open. Thankfully, we live on a pretty calm and safe street, so I'm not too worried. But some people just try to be creepy and to creep people out. That's a hard pass. 6K dial for me, no smartphone growing up. Imagine me a kid now with a tablet or phone from the age of 3, right? Like the iPad kids. And you know, like the attention span is definitely altered in that way. Especially if you put on Cocomelon. There are like child psychologists that have said that Cocomelon is actually really damaging to people because of how like saturated all the colors are, the amount of jump cuts that they have, the very limited dialogue, and also what it teaches kids too, that if you just like scream and cry about, you know, anything, you'll get whatever you want. You know, I'm just like, this is not good. So right as he hires something. Oh, well, even more of a reason to not answer the door. Like that is, they are asking to cause some chaos. So he's gone. Well, I mean, if you end up like having to like call the authorities or something, totally understand if you don't end up like, you know, staying in chat because you gotta talk to the authorities and stuff, or somebody, right? Anybody. just to have like another person like directly in contact with you to make sure that you're safe. So that is so freaky, Prime. That is so freaky. I'd be calling up Wolf and be like, get over here. Bring your gun. Outside, and there was a light and I saw nothing. See, that's so like ominous and eerie. The window. The window. But in all seriousness though, like, I don't know, there's some things that occur that just like they cannot be like fully explained. I don't know. Get rid of some of this tail here. Maybe it's I just me. Oh my goodness. That would be a trip. Oh no. Okay. Well, I mean, at least you have one, right, Prime? But yeah. Just wait and see what's gonna happen, cause like that's freaky. Okay, let's see if I can color this really quick. I got 10 minutes left in the stream for the night. Lines. We're gonna take all of those and opacity lock them. Oh, I quit knocking on my window, mate. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to lighten up the mood a little bit, even though that's terrifying for Prime, but just trying to lighten it just a little bit. I can't see the big picture as you. The big picture. I was like, what big picture? Yeah, when it starts to like become a whole like a fully functioning project, a good cohesive piece. Okay, let's very quickly try to put in these colors. I was gonna have to say lines. It's like I've already got the lines drawn. Here we go. And knowing what I know now about the different hues and gradients, that's gonna look really, really nice. Okay. Quit busting my chops over spilled milk. Oh my goodness. It's not that serious, mate. Hey. Go get some rest. Some sleep. 3 in the morning. I'm gonna change her hair color just a little bit. I need a little bit of a little warmer of a tone there, I think. All of that on one layer. Clip a layer to that. Then we are gonna start this red color. It goes like down. Let's put about maybe over here. All right, Prime, just again, be safe. I wish you the best. And I hope to hear back from you. I hope nothing like really bad ends up happening. Dawn pranksters. I can't do a Jersey accent, even if I tried. It's just hopeless on me. Oh my goodness.
Have a great night.
Oh, thank you very much, Angel Eyes. You as well. Hope that you rest easy. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Again, thank you very much for the $30 donation. And I haven't called the cops while I'm running. Okay. Stay safe out there, Prime. And I hope that the police end up checking it out and getting to you quick. I can't get rid of my New York accent no matter how hard I try. Oh my goodness. It's just forever with you. See, I am going to lock the opacity on that. Start throwing in a gradient. It's always like very scary when, you know, there's like this unknown like entity or force outside, and you know, you end up having to like, you know, call for authorities to come and help you, because then you gotta wait for the authorities. And it's like, you know, if you're able to defend yourself and, you know, you're confident about that, then it kind of takes the fear away from it. But, you know, it's still very scary. So I hope that Prime ends up being safe. So you're all good, Wolf. It's kind of a given that it's gonna happen. So hey there, Wild Man. Couple of drawing books. Looking forward to being creative again. It is very freeing to be creative, because, you know, it's your own work. It's your own ability to be creative and being productive too. So yeah, I totally get that. I have oh gosh, hopefully I don't make a mess. I still have a whole bunch of pages in this to work on. But thankfully, Sun Honey sent me a while ago these watercolor coloring pencils that work really well for it. So, same to you, honey bun. Okay, and I don't need to lock that opacity too much. Just right here, and my stomach is starting to rumble. It's gonna be time for me to make Wolf and I some snacks. And then the overshirt. Oh goodness, I got 3 minutes. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Thankfully her eyes are not open, so I don't need a color in her eyes. Okay. This bright red overshirt and some of the bracelets. I'm just gonna start off with them being white. I might clean up these colors just really quickly before I head on out. Excuse me. That's the I'm getting hungry sound. Let's see. Yeah, you might as well just embrace it, Yesai. If you can't get rid of it, you don't really want to, you might as well, you know, stick with it. If the songs or friends recommend them, so then they're gone one day, you have something to remember them by. You know, I haven't done that, but that is a really sweet gesture, you know, and a really good way to to remember them. I know that every time that I listen to some Michael Jackson music, I'm going to be thinking about Yesaya. It very much is that memory. Oh, is the coloring the easy part? Yes, yes, very much so. Because with the line work already in place, I can easily just go in and auto select everything around it, erase very quickly, all the good stuff. So, hello, Risk. It's doing better. It's a little bit red still, but all of the swelling has died down. So, I'm just waiting for it to be completely gone, and eventually it will be. But till then, I just keep on putting the ointment on. Try to avoid touching it too much and put my hot compress on. So is it knocked out? Cool, the place is on their way, so I'm just chilling here now. Okay, Prime. All right, you have neutralized the threat. So, but I'm glad that you're safe, and probably everybody else in the vicinity too is also safe. Okay, very quickly, I'm going to clean up these colors and then I'm gonna head on out for the night. Yes, avoid dust, absolutely, yeah. I've been meaning to clean out my computer because there's a lot of dust in there, and I'm just like, I'm gonna wait for this thing to heal first before I open that thing up, so. Hosea. That's how I read that, honey bun. Oh my gosh. Okay. Just going around the exteriors. Making sure I've got all of that selected. Oh, that one too. I'm gonna go over here. That's what I mean by the coloring part of it is the easier, more enjoyable part of it. Okay, I'm gonna unselect all of that. They're kind of over there. Let's see. Da, da, da. And I'm going over my end time, but I'm gonna clean up these colors as much as I possibly can. And I will probably end up working on this tomorrow too. Just giving you guys a heads up of what I'm probably gonna be working on. Whoops, on the wrong folder there. Over shirt, because this needs to be a plaid shirt. There we go. And for the almost the final part of it, just need to go around all of this here and here. And then she has markings too, but I'm gonna save that for later. So on his, I thought I lost on the bus. Oh no! Oh my goodness. All right, have a wonderful rest of the night, Prime. I hope that the police are able to help you out and get that guy out of there. So, you know, maybe he gets a charge or something for like being like, you know, a harasser or trespassing or something. So, are you full of beans? I am not full of beans. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yes, I'll be working on this some more tomorrow. So I hope that you guys will join me then. I am going to enable the pillow and the background. So I'm gonna take a nice picture of it. Look at that! Look at that! Nice little comfy pony drawing. Okay. I can't wait to work on this some more tomorrow because the shading and the highlighting on this, once I get the lines colored into, oh, it's gonna look so nice. But anyways, I hope that you guys all stay safe out there in real life and online. I will see you guys tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. Let's move to the door. Here is the door. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Stay safe out there in the online forest that the internet has become. Let me plug my usual things as I do. If you want to check out more of my artwork, be sure to check on the, click on the link. Indeed, Jesus loves you just as much, honey bun. Thank you every time for reminding us. If you want to follow me over on Twitter, the link will be posted there in just a moment. Tomata. Yeah, tomata. If you want to check out some fun links, the link tree is going to be up there as well as the commission website. I do personalized artwork, so if you would like to check out that website, the information is there in the chat and on the website too. In terms of service, price rates, what I will, what I won't do, all that good stuff. I'll be back tomorrow, guys, like I said, at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, like I was tonight. I'm like actually kind of surprised I was able to start in time. But yes, have a good night. Jake, Honey Bun, Saya. I know Prime headed on out earlier. I hope that they're doing all right and staying safe. Risk, Wild Man. Let's see, anybody else that might be lurking. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night or your morning, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, stay creative, stay vibing, And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. It's obligatory bomb time. Everybody drop your bombs.